Frequency forecast from Lee for August 2024. This month marks the beginning of the awakening of collective consciousness. Multitudes of people who believe in the effectiveness of external power will begin to sense glimpses of their own personal responsibility. As a result, what is initiated is the effect of overlapping planes and plans, old plans collapsing, and one reality plane overlapping another. At the same time, global processes will move from turbulence to an uncontrollable tailspin. What happens here is that parallel realities on different frequencies are superimposed in collective events. This is happening literally, turning the tables of those in power. The authorities of different countries will urgently begin to reformulate their intentions, but will face the fact that events are not going as they expected. Nothing is working out, everything is collapsing, control is lost. As external control slips away from the ones in power, the awareness of individuals taking responsibility for their reality will grow. The August events may seem like different, isolated cases, but later on in the fall, it will become obvious that this is a unified process affecting the entire planet. It will also become obvious that the world was not managed in the way, with the intentions, and for reasons that had been declared. The role of each individual person in what he or she creates for themselves will become more noticeable. And it is this shift in responsibility that will gradually change the balance. You'll be surprised to hear very aware thoughts from many so-called unconscious people. And the entire second half of the year, you may be surprised how someone completes your many years of personal growth in a month's or even a week's time. But this is the effect of frequency overlaps, in which development leaps are a consequence of a non-linear time shift. The fact is that we are leaving the old reality, and it is no longer supported in these frequencies. Abrupt changes in how we perceive the world is something like jumping into a carriage of an already moving train. We are beginning irreversible processes of transition. Look at events no longer from the point of view of their normalization, but from the position of what they will give birth to in the renewed world. That is, what is happening is nothing more than a careful but inevitable erosion of old foundations. It is important to realize that where you personally find yourself is exactly the place where the outlines of a new shore are formed. As the old disappears, your energies will immediately help to form the new. Don't look back, and don't look for the strong hands of authority or the experts who know what to do next. You are self-sufficient in the fact that you are aware, and everything you need is around you. Don't cling to what is passing or to the usual illusion of stable survival. It's time to focus on the best of the best and not settle for less. Your intention is enough for the old to leave you without bothering you in any way. New circumstances, however, will arise suddenly and without any logic. What you need will come to you exactly in that here where you are. Yes, this is the time for a leap of faith. The good news is that when you master it, you will have magic steps in the future. You will get used to simply entering into what you wish for without stress, persistence, or overthinking. And the whole world will change in accordance with your mood and not according to someone else's plans. It sounds strange today, but it will become a matter of fact in a year. But for now, in August, you can enjoy talking to people who are awake, watching how events shift back and forth in time and logic. Many have already noticed how inexplicable things happen to them when they are seen in places they have not visited, or when they talk to someone who later does not recall this meeting. All these are errors of the ego that cannot cope with frequency jumps and can no longer hide the non-linearity of time. And now these errors are moving to the collective level.